Alright guys, it's time to game. We're going to jump into Stellaris, the console edition today on the PlayStation. This is a pretty intricate and immersive game, but it's a lot of fun. I want to show you some of the things that I've learned playing it, and kind of how to get started in the game, because it took me a while to learn even how to begin. Alright, so let's jump into a new game. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new empire. We can select one that's already pre-existing, but for the premise of this tutorial and lesson, I want to create a new one. The cool thing about creating a new empire is even if we don't play as them in the future, they'll be in the mix of other empires that might be in the game. So while we're playing, we might encounter them down the road at another time if we play the game and they're just randomly added, because that can happen. So anyways, the first thing we're going to do is just select the appearance of our civilization or our empire. So as you can see, there's a lot of different customization elements here. A lot of different faces. Look at that guy. What the heck? We might have to be these guys. Oh my goodness. They look like bats or something. Yeah, let's be those guys. That's kind of cool. Let's be like vampire people. It's kind of neat. Okay. So anyways, that's just appearance. We're going to go down to species name. And I think we can random here. So we're the Krolls. The Kroll and the Krolls. Nice. I like that. They're kind of like trolls. So that's kind of cool. Let's leave that. So we're going to go down to name list. I'm not sure 100% what this does, but I think it's just the names of like your heroes and your people and your buildings. You can kind of customize the styling of them. So we're going to leave it the way it is because I don't really care too much about that stuff. But you can really get into it. Like you can change, you know, if you're mushroom people, you want all your people named like fungi. That can happen. You can name that. So traits are kind of important. Traits add a bonus to each race or empire, and these are like bonuses that are permanently going to be active throughout the game. The interesting thing about traits is you can actually take negative bonuses, so negative defects, and they give you some points back. So if I take this, it'll actually give me 2 additional points to spend on other things. So I'm gonna get rid of that stuff. So I want to get rid of those. I want to get rid of those traits. So let's see what we can select here. I want to kind of keep things simple for this in terms of the demonstration today, because it is a pretty complex game. So let's just pick something that's simple. So this one says it gives me more minerals from jobs by 15%. This one gives me research by 10%. Interesting. Thrifty, trade values, engineering research, adaptive. Interesting. This species is highly adaptive when it comes to foreign environments. I kind of like that. Alright, so we're adaptive. Okay. Oh, we took -2. No, that's it. Okay. So we're adaptive, so we can colonize other planets pretty effectively now, I think. So this is our ruler. Right now it's a female. Let's change it to male. Never mind, it's changing. Why can I not change it? Oh, there we go. Okay, and let's try to get a man's name. Rethan. Cognat. It's a gnat. I like it. He's an emperor. Sounds good. That's like our. I think we can change the way our flag looks too. Oh yeah, at the top. So at the top we can change different things. So that's our species. So we're done our species now. Let's go to our home planet. So this is the name of our home world, and I'm just gonna random everything. But Kraldar Prime and Kraldar is our star name, and Kraldar Prime is our planet. That sounds really cool because we're the Kralls. So let's stick with that. You can kind of pick which type of planet your home planet is. You know, whether it's wet, a desert, or a frozen barren wasteland. You know, you can customize that. The interesting thing is your species can colonize other planets that are similar to yours easier. So when you're discovering other solar systems in space, you can actually colonize like similar environments. So you get excited when you find similar planets to your own in the game. So I think for bats, you know, to me that's like a deserty, like jungly thing. So I'm thinking like down here maybe a dry savanna or like tropical world. Let's go into a tropical dry world, a savanna. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then we can also change. We can change. So that's our name in our planet. We can change our background image in our display picture up top there. So as we're like mammalians. Although we are kind of bat people, should be like. It was like a savanna, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyways, it's our city right there. Oh yeah, we can change our flag as well. Oh no, what's this? This is our origin. So this gives us a little bit of a bonus as well. Start the game with an additional 4 population, and with 2 additional districts. Start the game dormant gateway at your home. I don't know what that means. In advanced empire, species spawn somewhat. Okay, we're gonna go with the first one because it just sounds straightforward. Higher population. Nice. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna go to the next category. Now this is our civics and our flag. So if we click here. Oh boy. So civics are kind of a little bit complicated, but they're also like really important. So this one pretty much means, you know, we're going to be military oriented, or we're going to be like, you know, a fanatic militarist. This one's like all about peace. So these guys don't like each other, you know, if you encounter each other in the world. So we kind of got to pick and choose carefully. I'm not sure 100% what these ones are. Living standards and can enslave aliens, and then this one is living standards, you know, government. So this is like politics. So I think we're gonna go, you know, get some civics in there, like a lot of people, but I think what we should be is spiritualists too. So this xenophile is like a lot of other people, or they get along with other cultures, and these ones kind of xenophobes kind of keep to themselves. And then so we're gonna be like likable and like other people a lot. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think I'm gonna take this one off. I think I want to focus on a little bit of military. I mean, we don't want to be weak, especially if we're letting other people into our society. Okay, so we get to also pick 2 civics, and these are just, you know, very different buffs. You can kind of just go over them. They all do different things. So this one, for example, I'm going to pick this one because it's kind of easy. Minerals from miners +1. Nice. So we get that bonus. So this one says effects generator, miner, agriculture districts provide +1 more housing. City districts provide 1 less housing. I don't know how I feel about that. Election cost -75% ruler pop output. So there, as you can see, there's a lot of specific things, and there's some pretty complicated ones, but let's just pick something that's easy. So this one says edict upkeep -20%. Don't like that at all. Upkeep is just like a cost. This one's perfect. Population growth from immigrants +15%. Immigration pull 50%. And in some degree of xenophiles. Does not have to convey civics. So this is perfect. This allows, you know, other civilizations to join our empire. And we're going to let immigrants into our society, and our population can grow faster that way. That's kind of cool. We're going to keep those 2. And let's go back to our flag now. So this is just Holy Crawl. It's kind of cool. And we're going to make it, you know, kind of like our, what are we? We're kind of like holy. We need like a cross or something. I wonder if there's a cross over here. There's kind of a cross there. That looks pretty good to me. Alright, let's go. So So we also got to do ship appearance. So this is where we can customize our spaceships. Now it doesn't really change anything, it's just the appearance. So far it's looking pretty cool. We're mammalian, so this is the suggested kind of ships that we can choose from. Pretty neat stuff, not gonna lie. You can zoom in and out too and check them all out. So let's just go with something kind of small. I like the small stuff. Very cool. Okay, let's go with this little short guy. Alright. So we've got that picked, we've got all that picked. Now we go to our summary. This overlooks everything that we've decided on. And these are the Holy Crawl Commonwealth. Holy Crawl Commonwealth. We're spiritual militarists. We're xenophiles. We focus on mining and you know, we kind of look like vampires. I don't know. Very weird faction, but let's go with it. So it's just saying, would you like to save this? And in the future, if we choose to play as them, we can pick them now. They're in the list as well. They might be in the game. So this is the number of stars within our galaxy. So we're just going to pick the defaults for most of this stuff. This changes the shape of the star constellations, but we're just going to leave it elliptical. It's kind of cool that way. Other empires that are in the game, we're going to leave it at 6. And these are just different things. Fallen empires are kind of cool. They're like really well established empires that are, you know, really technologically advanced, and they're kind of dormant, but at some point events or something in the world can trigger them to awaken, and they can affect a lot of different things, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna leave them in for sure. They're actually like sometimes superpowers that you gotta like team up against and stuff. It can cause big problems, or it can also give you advantages. Difficulty, I think we're leaving everything just the way it is. All right, pretty cool stuff. So let's just get started here, and I can show you some more stuff with this game. So we're going to continue. Everything looks good there. And Savannah World, our world is called Kraldar Prime. Do you want to save and continue? We do. Oops, what am I doing here? Okay, so we've created our empire. Sorry, now we have to create a game. So we're going to select empire. We're going to find our Holy Crawl Commonwealth guys. Perfect. We're going to start our game now. And everything looks good. We looked over some of this. Looks pretty good to me. Start the game, yes. So now what it's going to do is it's going to create our starting solar system. This is where our main home planet will be, as well as our main star. And I can kind of show you how this game works and operates. It gives us a little write-up about our civilization or our empire. It's for role-playing purposes mostly. I don't really read it too much. It doesn't really do anything. Anyways, this is our starting solar system. Well, we have like 2 stars. This is kind of, whoa. I don't think that I've ever had 2 stars like that before. That's kind of cool. Very, very cool. So I guess even your starting solar system will be generated each game. So as you can see, this is kind of where we're going to start the game. This is going to be like our home base sort of thing. And our home base has different things that we can do at it. So the first thing we can do is we can do 3 forms of research. What they're going to do is they're just going to be bonuses that we'll learn over the course of time. And we just passively learn them. There's no cost to learning them. They just take time. This whole game is a real-time game, so it's not turn-based. If you look at the bottom left of the screen, there's a timer there. And currently it's paused. By hitting triangle, we can unpause the game and everything will take action. The cool thing is we can pause it at any time. We can also pre-queue sort of commands for our troops and our units to perform. And then we can unpause it. So we can kind of like coordinate a bunch of stuff, unpause the game. We can actually change the speed at which it's unpaused, so we can actually speed up game speed or slow it down. And all of those actions that we predefine will take place. So it's kind of cool. It's like an empire management game, and if you get overwhelmed at any time, you just pause it and kind of re-coordinate everything. Because it is a lot to it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do research. So if we hit down on the D-pad, it takes us to our notifications page, and it's telling us that we have a physics research, a society research, and an engineering research to add. So let's do that. These are 3 different options that we have. They just do different bonuses. I'm not 100% sure what everything is in this game. I'm very new at it, so I just kind of go with the stuff that makes sense to me. This one says physics researchers get 20% bonus. I mean, like, I think I'm just going to research faster if I get that. Sounds kind of cool. This one unlocks a starbase building off-world trading company. It's kind of cool. This one gives us population growth speed of 10%. I think I'm going to go into that. Population at the top is 32. And I heard from a tutorial video that it's kind of the backbone for your society. Population is very important. So we're going to go into population growth. So I got one more for engineering. And it says engineering researchers gain 20%. And let's stick with, mining station output 10%. We also unlocked the starbase building nebula refinery. Interesting. We're going to stick with the engineering bonus. So as you can see, my research should just occur a little bit faster in those 2 categories once those things are done. So it's kind of like an investment. Very cool. So yeah, so those are going to go and do their thing. So our 3 researches are set now. So those are just going to happen, and when they're done, 3 more will become available. They're not in a ladder format, and it can be completely random which ones you get. However, you can get ones that you didn't choose earlier. So if you don't pick something, don't fear you might get it again. You might not for a while, though. The other thing we can do in this area, in our solar system, is we can control a few different things. So one thing is our military ships. And our military ships just, they protect our turf. We can send them over here, and I can command him to move. Now he's not going to move until the game begins, but this ship right here, if we zoom in on it, this cool little ship right here is one of our military ships. And it's going to fly over to that planet, and it's going to hang out there when we start the game. Now, I don't really care about our military ships as of now, as we don't have any enemies or haven't met anybody else. But it's nice to have them, and it's important in terms of protecting your land or your region. Okay, so we have 2 other things, 2 other types of ships. They're both called civilian ships. One's a construction ship and one is a science ship. Now, I'm going to show you what both of them do. The science ship is kind of like your exploring ship. So if you look, we know our solar system pretty good, but at some point we're going to want to explore and look at other solar systems. So if we hit R3, we can actually come way out here, and we can see that there is a ton of other solar systems in this world. And when I say a ton, I mean a ton of other solar systems. Those are all solar systems with planets, all those little white dots. Now we can only kind of travel between the ones that are adjacent to us in terms of these space pathways, but we can kind of pick and choose which direction we want to go. So I'm going to take my science ship, and I'm going to pick on this point here, and I can either decide to move it here or survey. Now you're only able to survey a region if you have a scientist on board. Now if you look over the left, I have this guy called Lathier, and he is a scientist. He's going to do some surveying for me. So when we start the game, my science ship should fly out to this other solar system and start scanning those planets and discovering what resources they may possess. Now the other ship we have is our construction ship. So if I click on our construction ship, our construction ship has the ability to build things. Note its name. One of the things it can build is an outpost. And an outpost provides an expansion for our borders. We'll go over that in a little bit later. But another thing it can build is a mining facility. If we look at our solar system, there's planets. And underneath these planets, there's a resource. So this little moon here, for example, this tiny little moon here has a number 5 and a resource icon underneath it. Or sorry, a mineral icon underneath it. So if I look at the top, I highlight this. This is called minerals. I can hold 15,000 of them. And if I put a mining facility on here, I'll be able to extract the resource underneath. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, I already am mining those, I guess. I guess you start with some space stations that are already mining, so let's see if we can build one here. So this one, for example, provides 3 credits, or 3 money, and it's not normally below it, so I think we're not mining it. So if I click on it, correct. Okay. So for the cost of 100 minerals, at the top I'm getting 20 every month. For the cost of 100 minerals, I can build a mining station here and extract some credits. Now I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that because we kind of want minerals, I think, so we can build more mining stations. So let's make sure that there's nothing else. So I think if they're highlighted, see how these ones are kind of green and these ones are white? I think if they're green, we're already collecting them. If you look above, there's actually a spaceship above right here that's actually mining this. So these ones are white, so we're going to click on them and we're going to build our construction ship over here. This one has minerals, something we're kind of interested in terms of expanding more miners, and we've pre-selected that command. So now I think it's time to unpause the game. You can change to different game speeds. I can hold down the button to make it go really fast. As you can see, my guy's going to fly over here really quickly. And now I slowed it down again just so we don't get too far ahead. Now this guy's coming over here and he's building a construction or a mining facility for me. This mining facility should harvest resources from this town, and we should get +3. Instead of +20, we're going to get +3. But as you can see, it took away 100 resources to build. It's expensive. So once this is done, this should turn green, and we should be able to capture the resource. So I'm just going to speed up time until that happens.
Construction complete.
Perfect. Okay, so this construction is complete. This is green now, and at the top, I believe we should get +23. I don't know why it hasn't triggered yet. There we go, +23. So as you can see, we're getting +23 resources every month. That's great. And our construction ship is available now. So as you can see, you're going to kind of grow and expand and start collecting more resources. The cool thing is what is in this solar system. So we have a science ship. He's kind of going around and he's exploring things here. What has he explored so far? I don't see no other resources. Gas giant. So let's speed up time until he's done exploring this entire solar system. Strategic resource discovered. During the surveying, we discovered an unknown strategic resource, Zero. It's extremely rare. It enhances PSI ability. Very cool. So there's some rare resource we found over here. See this? It's an extremely rare resource. That's cool. I have not had anything like that happen yet since I played the game. So we found some unique resource over here. We need to get over here and we need to extract it immediately. So I'm going to send my construction ship over here. But what is it saying? It's saying this planet is not within our borders. Well, the thing about this game is you actually have borders and you have like an empire. So our borders are kind of constrained within this boundary. So as you can see this line, our vision is out here and we can see things within that kind of lit up area. But our empire only owns this part of the land. Or this part of space. So what we need to do is we need to expand our empire. Another thing that let me just make sure that this is the right one. Yes. The Gardner atmosphere is the one we want to get to. So if we go over here to this point, this is like the gateway that leads to, or the spaceway to get to that other solar system. If we bring our construction ship over here, we can build what's called a starbase. It's not fully surveyed. Oh, you have to fully survey it first. So when our science ship is done surveying, which should be any second now because we're going pretty fast time, and he's been going to town over there. Let's go check it out. Oh, I see. I'm in the wrong one.
System survey complete.
There we go. Akmar. Okay, it's Akmar that I want to go to. This is the problem. So we're gonna pause it again. I'm gonna grab my construction ship. We're gonna go to Akmar. Where the heck is Akmar? We're here, Akmar Gateway. We're gonna come here and we're gonna build a outpost, starbase outpost. Now this costs a different type of resource that's called influence, and influence is kind of tricky to get. You can't get it through means of mining or production. You have to get it through civics and things on your home planet. So we'll look at our home planet after this. But for now, you know, we're going to send our guy there and he's going to build an outpost. So we're going to unpause the game. I'm going to put it down to slow speed or medium speed. And we're going to go to our home planet, which is called something Prime, I believe, right here. Kroldar Prime. This is our home planet. This is pretty cool. There's a lot of intricate things you can do in your home planet. The main thing you can do in your home planet is you can activate districts or build districts. And these things are like buffs, but they cost a lot of resources to build. And this one has an upkeep. It's a city district. It clerks produce trade value and amenities. Pretty cool. Some stuff here. Artisans turn minerals into consumer goods. I think I'm going to do that one. Consumer goods are usually a pain in the butt to get. So I'm going to build that district. There's some stuff you can do with population, as well as amenities and holdings. Lots of cool stuff to do in your planet. I don't want to get too in depth with this game yet. I just want to show you the basic stuff because it is overwhelming with some of the stuff you can do. We're going to stick to some basic principles today, though, and just have some fun with it. So let's look at our starbase and see how that one's doing. If we look over at our construction ship, it's pretty close. And we got to find Akmar. Where the heck's Akmar?
Construction complete.
Akmar. Okay, so if we click on Akmar, we're going to go over here. And we should have a starbase now. So as you look, our construction ship is right here, and it has built oh, sorry about the sun blinding us there. It has built this amazing little starbase. Very, very cool. So we can now, if we look at our boundary is now grown. As you can see, this blue line is now expanded past and around this star. What does that mean? Well, it means that we can actually harvest some resources here. So as you can see, we're going to expand and find different resources, scan different things, keep surveying. I'm gonna click on our science ship. We're gonna get it out exploring some more area. So let's go back. We're gonna go here and survey this system. As you can see, we're going to explore, but then what's going to happen is we're going to encounter other civilizations, and whether or not we get along is going to be up to our traditions and our culture and things like that, and things can get a little hairy quick, so make sure to join us for the next episode as we go a little bit deeper into this game. Anyways, that's it for episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys know what this game's about now, and what is this event? Very cool. Our guy just leveled up. So all of your guys can level up as well. Very coolness. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.